bad boy, you're breaking us apart. Good day, students. Buenos dias, estudiantes. My name is John Chamberlain, and I am the Historical Hustler. This is actually a follow-up video, something I decided to do this evening based upon what happened today in history. Because obviously when history happens, the Historical Hustler is there. So let's get the party started real quick. And if you have not watched my earlier video on oil, please go back, check that out before you come and get back to this video right here. So this is kind of part 2 of what I was discussing 2 days ago, and sometimes these coincidences happen, right? So I wanted to make a quick video for you guys to help you understand what this means today and what's going to happen kind of moving forward. So before we get into anything, I wanted to make sure to thank all of our sponsors, okay? Every single one of them, which is nobody. Definitely not Blockbuster Video. Rest in peace to that business. So now that we got that out of the way, I got a quick lesson just for today. So if you didn't know, now you know. Oil dropped to negative $37. I didn't stutter. Negative $37 today. And that's on futures contracts. Now, if during the month of May. And there's one more trading day in May, and that's tomorrow as far as future contracts go. A lot of people don't know about this, and that's okay. You know, I have to go out and figure things out from time to time myself, right? So basically what the futures market is, it's pure speculation. And it's a market that's driven by this speculation, and people basically place bets on what they think the price of oil is going to be. And in this particular market, a lot of people did not see this one coming. That's why today is historic, and I decided to make this short video. Now, basically what happened today is oil went not only to zero, but below zero, and heavily below zero. Negative $37 a barrel. And that's only on the May contracts for futures. So keep that in mind before you start going out and you want to fill up your pickup truck with oil or whatever and go out and sell it on the street. It's not going to work like that, okay? This is a different type of market driven by different types of factors. So just make sure that you understand the market before you go out and decide to make any power moves, right? So sure enough, what ended up happening today was historic and significant, right? People are actually paying individuals money to take their product, which means something severe is happening. Now, I discussed demand a couple days ago, and that's an important factor here. There is no demand for oil. The second thing that's now obvious is there's nowhere to put this oil that's brought out the ground. So all the storage spaces and places that people have put oil is basically spoken for. It's not filled up, but people have bought those places, right? So they can stash oil and put it away. That way when price goes up, they can sell it and not, you know, lose a ton of money. It's smart. But there's only certain places you can put oil. What are you going to do? Take it out of the ground and put it back in it? It doesn't make any sense, right? So people have to pay other individuals money to get these contracts off their hand, and that's where the speculation market's very dangerous. So you boys and girls at home, don't swim with the sharks unless you want to get ate. It's a pure example of what happened today. So we got a couple questions here we got to ask before we break out. And how did this happen, right? Well, that's the first question, is no demand. We discussed this earlier, a couple days ago. And now there's not only no demand, is the oil that's being brought out of the ground, there's nowhere to put it. And there's not going to be anywhere to put it in the future if they continue to take it out of the ground. And geologically, you study these things, once you take oil out of the ground, what are you going to do? go put it back in a different spot on planet Earth. It doesn't work like that, okay? Once you take it out of the ground, you got to put it somewhere. You can't just start dumping these things all over the planet. That's not safe and environmentally for the planet, which really is important. So storage space, that's how this happened, right? Next thing, how is this possible? How does the commodity go not only to zero, but below negative? Well, people really don't want what they have. And what they have is futures contracts for oil. And they're paying other people to take those off their hands, right? So I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't know if I've heard about it. I got to go look some more, but this is definitely historic. Next question is, what broke? What in this system broke so heavily to make oil go down that far in the negative territory and far below negative territory? What happened? Was it some type of crazy, highly leveraged ETF, some type of wild derivative? Which makes me think even more, if that's the case, you know, who has to pay on these hedges that these gas and oil companies make? Because they basically insure themselves with a bet hedge. And what that means is they go out and they place money saying if oil goes down a certain level, they still get paid on this other derivatives bet that they pay. So who pays that out, and how's that going to affect them? That's another question really that should be discussed. Did something go wrong? Did something go crazy? You know, there's a lot of manipulation in the system. There's a lot of algorithms and technology that's used here, and we don't know what happened, but something definitely broke. So right now, this is speculation about bad speculation. Seriously, that's what it is. Is it good to buy? Somebody asked me that today. Listen to me, okay? I'm serious about this. I am not your financial advisor. If you want to go out and you want to play with the big boys and girls, you want to swim with the sharks, and you lose your money, don't come and cry about it to me and blame me, because money in life, guys, comes and goes. And the people that maintain their lifestyle and the money that they have are the people that are smart. And I'm not a financial advisor. So you make your own decisions, and, you know, hopefully they work out for you, right? And next question is, where do you put the oil next? Do we stop drilling? Is everybody in West Texas and Alaska out of business for the time being? Or do we still put this oil, take it out of the ground and go put it somewhere? Do we make different facilities to hold this oil? Or do we just leave it sitting there in the ground for the time being? These are questions a lot of smart people have to answer. I'm glad I'm not one of them, right? I'm glad I don't work for these huge companies. So I'm gonna close it off like that today, and just remember that we're really thankful for you out there that are watching these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, because we are here to educate, inspire, entertain, and that's what we're in business for here. So I hope everybody is having a nice evening here. We are out from downtown Phoenix here, and have a nice night. We love you. For those of you that are my students right now on the north side of Phoenix, I love you. Check out these videos. There's going to be more to come. For those of you that used to be my students on the west side of Phoenix in the lovely, vibrant village of Maryvale, enjoy these videos too. I'm sure the word will be spread throughout the community that I'm about on the internet producing these things. So for everybody that knows me, I love you. For those of you that don't know me, I love you too, right? Stay strong, stay cool, treat yourself, your family, your friends very well. Peace.